Another month means another park preview and, of course, updates. So what we're going to do in today's video is tell you everything you need to know if you're visiting the Universal Orlando Resort in the month of October.
Yeah, October.
Oh.
October means that spooky season is in full swing right now. So of course, Halloween Horror Nights is going on over in Universal Studios, and that is happening on select nights throughout the entire month of October. To be more specific, those select nights are Wednesday through Sunday each week, ending on October 31st. And if you're curious about times, Halloween Horror Nights starts at 6:30 in the evening and runs until 2 in the morning.
This year's HHN is just so much fun. We have had a great time at the event. The scare zones are some of the best that I have seen in a very long time, and Dead Man's Pier is one of the most beautiful set designs that I think has ever come to the event. If you get a chance to go, you definitely should.
If you're headed to Universal this month, we do have some good news about the crowds, and that's that they're projected to be slow for the entire month of October. Just like today, we walked by Spider-Man and it's a 5-minute wait. But one thing that we did want to distinguish between is daytime crowds and HHN crowds. So even though the parks aren't projected to be busy during the day, that doesn't mean that they're not going to be busy during Halloween Horror Nights. And October, specifically like mid-October through the end, is usually when Horror Nights starts to be the busiest, so make sure you're prepared for that. And now it's time to talk about park hours. Are you excited, Tom?
I hate park hours.
So I'm gonna break it up into the 3 individual parks. Islands of Adventure opens at 9 a.m. every single day this month, and it closes down at 8 p.m. every single day. Except on the 1st, the 19th, and the 26th, it closes down at 7 p.m. for some reason, so an hour earlier. Moving on to Universal Studios, this park does open at 8 in the morning every single day of October, and as far as the closing hours, it depends on whether it is an HHN night or not. So on HHN nights, Universal Studios closes at 5 in the afternoon. And like we said earlier, the days that HHN runs are Wednesday through Sunday of each week, except for the very last week of October, because the 31st is on a Monday, and Halloween Horror Nights does occur that very last day. Also, on non-HHN nights, so this is going to be Mondays and Tuesdays throughout the month, it closes down at 7, except for the 18th, where it closes at 6.
Always confusing.
Volcano Bay has this down to a science. Their park hours are so much simpler. The water park is open from 10 in the morning until 5 at night for all of October, except for the first weekend. So that's the 1st and the 2nd and the 8th and the 9th. Those 4 days,
what happened
it's
to
open.
simple?
It's open until 6 at night. So you just get an extra hour on those 4 days.
A good thing to keep in mind about Volcano Bay is a lot of people think of October as when it's starting to cool off, but here in Florida that is just not the case. It is one of the best times to go visit Volcano Bay. You may have noticed that we walked right through Hogsmeade, but it's for a good reason. We plan on going back over there in a little bit and showing you something that is happening in Hogsmeade for the entire month of October, so you definitely want to stick around for that. But as far as early park admission actually occurs here in Islands of Adventure at 8 o'clock every single day for the month of October. Normally when HHN is going on, they have it over at studios, but what they've done this year is they are just opening up studios at 8 o'clock for everyone to combat them closing early for HHN. And early park admission also sort of exists at Volcano Bay. I say sort of because it's only for 2 days. So it's the 1st and the 2nd, and it's at 9 o'clock. So, I mean, I guess technically you have early park admission for 2 days. You may notice something behind us, and it's like just that afternoon, yeah, right behind Anna's face. It's that afternoon storm that you get ever so often around here. And the great thing about October is it still happens, but it doesn't happen nearly as much. And it's one of the reasons that we love visiting, or used to love visiting in October. I guess we'll still be visiting, but
just long term.
Yeah, just like from 7 minutes that way. Also, the temperature does start dropping a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's like goes from like 9,000 degrees every day to like, I don't know, 8,000? 8,500. 8,500.
We really thought we would be past this at this point, but we're here talking about ride closures again.
Is it ride closures? or is it ride closure?
Okay, I guess it is ride closure. I was going to talk about the fact that the Hogwarts Express has been down recently for some unscheduled maintenance. It is back up now, but that's something to keep an eye on. But the ride that is still closed that we're talking about is Revenge of the Mummy. And you may have seen a video where we rode Revenge of the Mummy, and that's because they are doing technical rehearsals. So it's not fully open, but you might show up to the park one day and it could be open, or it might not be open, or it might be open for a little while and then it could close down, or you could ride it and there could be some things that aren't working on it.
It's kind of like park hours. It's just really confusing.
It's really confusing, and we have no idea when it is going to finally open fully. Seek refuge from the rain over here, but Universal does have a ticket sale going on that you guys need to know about, and that's the buy 2 days get 2 free. So this applies to the regular 1 park per day ticket, this applies to the park to park ticket, and it applies to the 3 park ticket. So if you purchase 2 days in the parks, you get 2 free. That is huge savings, and usually with these deals they have like an end date on them that you have to purchase the tickets by, but for this sale I couldn't find any type of end date. So I'm not sure if it just runs through October or if it's going to run through the rest of the year. But if you're planning a vacation soon and looking to buy some tickets, make sure you check that out. So what Tyler was talking about earlier that we skipped in Hogsmeade is the Dark Arts Castle show. We're hoping to see some of the Death Eaters here in just a few minutes, but the show has finally returned and is running throughout the entire month of October. It usually starts about the time that it gets dark and then runs about every 20 minutes until the parks close.
Unfortunately, the weather that we showed you earlier, it has kept the Death Eaters from appearing. We sat there just hoping they would show up because we absolutely loved that interaction last night.
They're incredible.
But weather will keep them away. Now, the light show still ran.
Yeah, on the castle.
The light show on the castle still ran, so that's good news. Like, if you're here, you might not get to see the Death Eaters, but the castle light show will still go on. But hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully if you're visiting the month of October, you have everything that you need to know at this point. If you would like to check out the Death Eater, like in the Dark Arts experience, make sure you look at this video right here. We had a blast with that one last night. But thanks for hanging out, guys, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.